Good morning, student. Welcome back in the next video of bio. Last week we have started the chapter the cell. Today I am going to teach you about the parts of a cell. We know that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So basically a cell have the three parts which we call the outermost layer known as the cell membrane or the plasma membrane, nucleus and the cytoplasm. Beta together nucleus and cytoplasm is known as the protoplasm. Cytoplasm cell membrane is the outermost layer which differentiate or help to bound the cell organelles inside a cell. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance. It is translucent sometimes like material, while nucleus is a dense spherical structure present in the cytoplasm. In plant cells, they have the additional one layer known as the cell wall. Now, one by one, we will discuss the structure of a typical cell. Here in the diagram, you can see the two typical cell. First one is the animal cell and second one is the plant cell. So, beta, while you are studying about the structure of the typical cell, you should know how to draw animal cell, plant cells, and you have to label them with the different cell organelles. First, we will discuss about the animal cell. Animal cell, first one is the cell membrane. Inside the cell membrane, cytoplasm, a jelly-like substance. Then this is a chromatin material. What is chromatin material? Later on I will teach you. This is the nucleus and this is the nucleolus inside the nucleus, and these are the small vacuoles. Next come to the plant cell. Here this is the cell membrane, and we know that the plant cell has an additional layer known as the cell wall. Then this is the cytoplasm. These are the plastids, and this plant cell have one large vacuole, and this is the nucleus at the one side of the cell. Now one by one we will discuss different parts of a cell. So we will start from the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. We will discuss about the structure and then function. Better keep in mind, you should know the structure and function of each part of the cell. First one is the cell membrane. It is a thin membrane that encloses the content of a cell. So you can see that cell membrane is very thin membrane. It gives shape to the cell. It is a porous membrane and allow movement of substance through it. Now function. The most important function of the cell membrane is it separates the content of a cell from its surrounding. You can see. Then it protects the inner content of a cell. Next, it is a selectively permeable, means it allows only some of the substance to pass through it but not the others. Next, come to the cytoplasm. You can find cytoplasm in both animal and the plant cells. Cytoplasm is a transparent jelly-like substance present in a cell. It contains number of structures called cell organelles like nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, vacuoles, etc. Now function, it helps in exchange of material. So basic function of the cytoplasm is that it helps in the exchange of material, and also it is the site for the number of chemical reaction, means most of the chemical reaction happen in the cytoplasm. Now beta, next is the nucleus. Now we will discuss about only the nucleus. Here you can see inside the animal cell or the plant cell. Nucleus is basically made up of the four part: nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, chromatin material which is thread-like structure, and nucleolus. And this is the nuclear pores. You can see these are the nuclear pores. So first one is the nuclear membrane. Again, like the cell wall, it is a membrane but it is double layer that encloses the nucleus. It has pores known as the nuclear pores. Here you can see on the surface, and which allow exchange of material between nucleus and the cytoplasm. Here you can see help in the allowing or exchanging of material from the cytoplasm. Second is the nucleoplasm. It is a jelly-like substance present within the nucleus. The chromatin material and nucleolus are suspended in it. Now what is chromatin material? Beta, it is a network of thread-like structures called chromosomes which carry the genes. What are genes? Genes are the unit of heredity that carry information about various body characteristics like color of eyes and height, and they are responsible for the transmission of characteristics from parents to the offspring. means you got some of the characteristic of your mother or some of your father. These are known as the gene or the and chromosome carry the genes. Next is the nucleolus. Nucleus is a dense spherical structure within the nucleus and it associated with the formation of the ribosome. Now there are the basic function of the nucleus. It control all the activities of the cell. It contain the heredity information and responsible for the inheritance of the character from one generation to the next generation. Next is the cell wall. As you know that cell wall is only present in the plant cell. It is present outside the plasma membrane in plant cells. It is thick and rigid membrane that gives shape to the plant cell. What are the basic function of the cell wall? It protects the plant cell against variation in temperature, high wind speed and atmospheric moisture. Second, it provides mechanical strength and shape to the cell. It preventing bursting of the plant cells and it is permeable and allow all material to pass through it. As we know that cell membrane is semi-permeable but the cell wall is permeable. It allow all the substances. Next one is the vacuole. You can see vacuole is present in the animal cell as well as in the plant cell. These are the small or large fluid-filled sacs bound by a membrane. They contain a fluid inside them known as the cell sap. Animals generally contain many small vacuoles. Mature plants normally contain one large vacuole and a few small vacuoles. So what is the function of a vacuole? Vacuole provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cells. They may contain certain pigments or waste material. Next cell organelle is the plastid. Plastid again it is present only in the plant cells. And plastids are spherical or circular in structure. This is one type of plastid and we call it chloroplast. Where actually the photosynthetic reaction take place. So three types of plastids are chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast contain the chlorophyll that is a green pigment which help in the process of photosynthesis. It is present in leaves and carry out photosynthesis. Chromoplast contain beta red, orange and yellow pigment. They give color to the fruits, flowers and the vegetables. Then leucoplast. They are the colorless plastids. They only store food and present in the storage organ like seeds and starch grains. So what you have to do, you have to go through these structures and their functions and draw these two structures in your bio copy.